So autism and dating can be absolutely awesome, but we're usually told this narrative that it's difficult, it's hard, it's strange, it's you know, all this stuff. But actually that's not true, and I'm going to get into it right now. What's up, guys? My name is Dan. I have autism, and I make videos every week on this kind of stuff. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more about this stuff and see more from me, because you're awesome, then make sure to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok too, because I share videos on all those platforms too. So, autism and dating, right? I've been there myself. You know, I'm a 36-year-old autistic man, and I have never been on a date, so to speak. But I actually have dated girls. I've only had 3 girlfriends, but like I've dated those girls, and it was interesting. Like, because when you're dating people who are not autistic and you're autistic, you're going to come across some kind of relationship friction where the communication breakdown gets to a stalemate, and so that can be kind of difficult. So you can understand why people say, well, dating on the autism spectrum can be quite difficult, and they're right, because you're dating people who are sometimes unaware of the challenges of the condition that you have, and sympathetic to those conditional challenges. But in other ways, you also can find people who are really, you know, able to understand and be sympathetic to the autism spectrum condition and understand it more so that they can support you. Those things are great. But usually it's the first that happens where people try to date people on the spectrum, it's too much for them, and then they dump them, which leaves a big deficit in autistic people in finding love and relationships. And I know a lot of you can relate to this, right? And so I had this conversation today saying, like, if I was to date now, you know, if I didn't have a girlfriend, if I was to date, like, I don't even know where the heck I would even start, you know, like, it's so difficult. But then I had this idea, because I've been working with an app called Hiki. They are an app that helps people on the autism spectrum find each other. You know, it's like kind of like a dating app for autistic people. It's completely safe. It's super cool. I'll try and leave a link if I remember in the description. Now, this is fascinating because you have 2 people who have, you know, different complex needs and conditions, but who can understand each other's complex needs and conditions. And that is a beautiful thing. And the reason that's beautiful is because you are able to share and get that person to understand, because they're also going through something that they can share with you, and you can understand them. It's kind of like a moment in kind of like that aha moment where you're thinking, well, yeah, for autistic people dating autistic people, it makes so much more sense. It can be absolutely fantastic, and it could be really beautiful. And this has been proven actually to be very, very successful, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. Before I get onto that, I just want to say, guys, that I have a course called the Autism Acceleration Academy, which is available right now. This course actually takes you from literally, you know, dealing with anxiety and depression, all the way up to like hygiene and communication and schooling and academia and everything in between, all the way up to future-proofing your life as an autistic person or a carer of someone on the autism spectrum. It's super exclusive. It's highly, highly condensed, awesome information. If you're interested in wanting to be part of the Autism Acceleration Academy, I highly recommend you check out the link down below in the description. It's just there, the Autism Acceleration Academy, exclusively for you. Check it out. So, how is autism and dating being completely romanticized? Well, basically there was a filmmaker from Australia who made Love on the Spectrum, a Netflix documentary that showed autistic people dating autistic people, and not only that, autistic people marrying autistic people and having great lives. This is fantastic. It also included other types of people with multiple disabilities, so it was autism and maybe Down syndrome, or autism and other kind of disabilities, but dating, and it was just fantastic. It's the most wholesome, heartwarming thing I've watched in a long, long time. And there's actually Love on the Spectrum USA now, and I'm guessing they're going to do different ones all over the world. But what this shows is that it's not hard for autistic people to love autistic people, but it could be sometimes hard for non-autistic people to relate romantically and relationship emotionally to autistic people. This is interesting, but why don't we just focus on the good, positive side, that autistic people can find autistic people to love, and non-autistic people can, you know, just deal with the fact that they missed out on an awesome opportunity. Guys, I'd love to know your input on this, so drop me a comment down below. I want to open this discussion. The floor is yours, so to speak. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it if you think it's informational, and I'll see you soon. Peace.